see. All right, let's see if y'all are. If y'all can hear me, please let me know. Let me make sure we are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you can hear me, please let me know so I can see. Okay, all right. Can y'all hear me on LinkedIn? I see. I see some. All right, loud and clear. All right, cool. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pin. So we got a lot of submissions for this review. So anyone that we don't go through today, we will just go through next week. And this could be a weekly thing if y'all want. If there's enough demand for it. But I'm gonna pin the link, and I believe I can pin this. Can I pin this on link or no? I'm gonna pin this on YouTube actually. So that is, can we submit? Yes, give me a second, Joshua. Let me pin the link. Let me get onto the YouTube and pin the link. Okay, let me find. Oh, actually, I just did. All right, I'm gonna pin this. Okay, check the pin message on the YouTube chat. It'll take you to the form. Okay, so again, we got a lot. I got a lot of submissions, so there's no way I'm gonna get through all of them in one session. So if we don't get through all of them today, we'll just do them next week, and we can make this weekly thing. But I pinned it on it's pinned on the YouTube live chat, and the link is also in the comments in LinkedIn. So, okay, where's everybody calling in from? All right, where's everyone calling in from? Where are we calling in from? We actually got a lot more. Looks like we got a lot more LinkedIn reviews than portfolio reviews, but I feel like that should have been expected because I feel like not as many people have portfolios. But we can get started. So yeah, where is everyone calling in from? I'm glad we can be together on this Friday. Portugal, Washington State. All right. Okay. That's nice. All right. Where's everyone else coming from? Canada. All right. Croatia, New Zealand. All right. We are worldwide. Okay. Zimbabwe. Nice. Okay. Multiple time zones. All right. Chicago. Nice. Arlington, Massachusetts. Yes. A state that I have yet to visit. Georgia. Yes. Georgia. I will be in Georgia. I'm supposed to be graduating gonna be walking for my first graduation in December. So I will be back in Georgia this year. Connecticut. Okay. All right, we are all over. We got quite a bit of representation across the globe here, which is nice. Okay. All right, so we got some more responses coming in. Please, yes. Put your responses through. Again, this will most likely be a weekly thing because I feel like this is a good learning type of thing for everybody. So, all right, so let's start off with a LinkedIn review. Let's do our first one. Okay. Are y'all ready? Are you guys ready to get started? We are going to get started here. Okay. Also, shout out to everyone who submitted. I know when we did the resumes, everything was private, but yeah, shout out to everyone who submitted their stuff. So we're gonna get started. All right, first we got Safia and his LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm going to review. So based on first impression, so if you I kind of consider like as soon that section when you first get onto a LinkedIn page is kind of like that very first impression. So your profile picture, your banner, your headline, right? Your headline, your call to action link, with I'm glad that you have here. All of this is like your first impression. Now, let me remove this comment. So a LinkedIn person with like 400 followers, not going to say the name, but mentioned that when it comes down to, or he did the studies, and people spend on average about 15 seconds on your LinkedIn page, and half of that is on one part of the LinkedIn page, on the LinkedIn profile. So out of 15 seconds of someone on the average looking time of a profile, one section of your profile is spent on one part, about 7.5 seconds. Who can guess what that is? Who can guess what on average people spend 7 seconds looking at on your LinkedIn? You think it's your profile photo? You think it's their experience section? What do y'all think is people spend about 7 seconds on looking at? Let me see some comments. Let me see some guesses. Anyone want to take a guess? What do people spend 7 seconds on? The heading? Okay, what part of the heading, Joshua? What part of the header? Okay, we're warm there. That's warm. Skills section. I will say it's somewhere in the heading. Do you think it's the headline? It's definitely in this first section. So we're definitely close. But according to his study, it's the banner. Okay, I know if it seems a little counterintuitive, but that's what he said. He says it's the banner. Yeah, some people thought below the name and experience in previous jobs. I would have thought that too, but it is the banner. Okay, so I would say at bare minimum, you definitely want to have a banner. A lot of people don't have a banner at all. I know LinkedIn has a lot more default banners now. The banner, it should amplify your brand, right? It should amplify your brand. Let me give you an example of what I mean here. Let's go to Hakim's page. So your banner, it should amplify your brand. So your name, job, or target job that you're going for. You can have your photo if you'd like, and then your specialized skill set, right? So Hakeem has 3: data analytics, data engineer, data strategy. But your banner should amplify your brand, right? So if you think about who you are, Safia, this banner, does it amplify your brand? Like, what does it say about you? Nothing. So when it comes down to your banner, bare minimum, because it's something's there. It's not, because something's there, it's not a failure, but it doesn't say anything about you. So I'm gonna give this a D, but your banner should amplify your brand. So you don't want to have like something generic, you don't want to have like nothing, you don't want to have something completely, non-relevant about you, but you need to have something very, again, amplify your brand. Canva has a lot of free templates. Pretty sure Hakeem just made this in Canva. Very simple, right? But something that amplifies your brand, right? So that's that. All right. So that's something that's like an easy fix in Canva. But glad that you have something there. But again, it should be something that amplifies your brand, not something, just kind of random or anything. So, okay. Turning data into strategic asset. SQL, Excel, SQL, Tableau. Okay, so headline. When I think of like the headline, I want to think of like a elevating statement, like a positioning statement, turning data into strategic asset. I don't feel like that really speaks to like a positioning statement. It could be, or you can even be like data analyst or product or whatever it is. You could even start something like that and then have like a sentence. But turning data to strategic asset. Whenever our profiles or whether recruiters are looking at us through like the LinkedIn, like their recruiter tools, or whenever we come across in like a search, the preview that people see is our profile photo and our the first several characters of our headline. So having like data analysts or data scientists or whatever your target is I would say is a good strong start. And then having some sort of like positioning statement, I help companies turn, manufacturing data into strategic decision making, something like that. But whatever it is, but you definitely want to have like some sort of positioning statement. Okay, I do think it's also good to have just for like search engine purposes. Like it's good to have like the tools, so like Excel, SQL, Tableau. Are these all that you know though? I would definitely say like you want to have like what is it that you do particularly well or better or kind of specialize in? For example, is it like data storytelling? Is it building pipelines, something like that? But something more than just like the basic tools. So it's good to have tools in there, but something that also speaks to like what you kind of specialize in or what you kind of do better than everybody else, right? So for me, for example, my headline when I was trying to land my first job, it was something like process improvement minded data professional or data analyst or something like that. But something more than just like a basic. So there's that. This I like. You have the button to your portfolio, which most people don't. So I like this, and we will be looking at your portfolio. But this is an A+ right here. Everybody should have this, though I know LinkedIn is a little weird. I'm not sure if this is available to everyone anymore, but it's good to have a link in your header that goes to your portfolio. Don't take them to nowhere else but your portfolio. Okay, so that's good. That's good there. Okay, about section. Okay, I like this. I like that you have something here. So your about section, you kind of consider it like your elevator pitch, basically. So during my undergraduate studies, so automatically you're kind of positioning yourself as entry level. Not kind of, you are. So let me look at your experience. Senior executive. Okay, so senior executive, undergraduate studies. Okay, so you finished undergrad back in 2021. So you should not be leading with during my undergraduate studies. That's what you do, like a kid who just graduated this month. That's something that they would do. But you shouldn't be leading with during my undergraduate studies when you just finished your MBA in December. Wait, no, you're finishing your MBA in December. So technically you're in not only are you way beyond undergraduate studies, you have professional experience already. So I don't like this. I don't like this. Again, undergraduate studies, it doesn't matter. That was long ago. But otherwise, I would definitely remove that, and definitely lead with your experience that you already have. I like this. Okay, I like that you have stuff here. You have a project here. Looks like you did a post-grad diploma. Okay, I like that you're utilizing your featured experience, your featured section here. So this is good, right? I can click on there and I see this is good. All right. So good use of this. Good use of the featured section. I like that you have, again, you don't have to post or whatever, but I like that you have activity. Most people have no activity. So whether it's, reposts, I like that you're reposting and then putting your, just a blurb. That's perfect. Again, everyone doesn't have to post original content, to be active. So this is good. I like that you have activity here. All right, experience section. I like that you actually have stuff here too. Most people have nothing in their experience section. Bare minimum, whatever is on your resume, just paste it here in your experience section, bare minimum. But most people literally have nothing. I hope a lot of you are not DMing me right now. If you would want your stuff reviewed too, remember the link is in the chat and the link is pinned on the YouTube. Do not DM me about it. Otherwise, I'm liking this. It's good. Okay. All right. So you're in school, MBA. You got some certificates and projects are good. Skills. Okay. First off, I see reporting, business intelligence tools. You definitely your first skill should be like more stronger in demand analytics skills like SQL, Tableau, Excel. Those should be the first things I'm seeing. Yeah, you probably got them. Yeah, see, they're down here. I definitely restructure the order of these skills. So now there's only 2 that's previewed, which is interesting. I think it used to be 3. Yeah, you definitely want your top 2 skills up here, not just these 2. Okay. Okay, so overall you have experience, but I'm not. It's coming across too like you don't have experience, which is unfortunate. So yeah, definitely lead with the experience that you have. But okay, let's go to your portfolio, which I'm glad that you have. All right, this is portfolio. Good, good, good. Let me verify this is. Actually, this is interesting because this is not the same portfolio you posted or you put in your. Yeah, Safia, what's up with that? This is not the same portfolio you wanted me to review. I actually like this better. You actually wanted me to review this, which I hate. I hate when people use GitHub for their portfolio. Hate it. So I'm just going to look at it like maybe like a recruiter or something who doesn't really understand how to go through GitHub. But I'm going to click the first one. I'm going to go down. Okay. Okay, a lot of text. So it looks like you have a dashboard. So anyone who has a write-up, a project write-up, if you have a dashboard, just put a picture at the top of the dash. Just put a picture at the top of the dashboard, then your write-up. No one's gonna read all of this. You don't want them to not like. I shouldn't have to click again to go here to the dashboard. Just take a screenshot of this and it should be at the top when I click. So instead of just text, it should be at the top here. And actually, it's seeing that is way more important than this code here. But I'm glad that you have the code for your SQL stuff. So this is good. But yeah, definitely have you definitely should have your dashboard at the top. Okay. I like this better, man. It's interesting because you submitted the GitHub, but on your LinkedIn, it takes me to your Notion. What's going on there? Are you trying to switch, or I like this better? Though I would probably put. So I'm just gonna click the first thing. And same thing. So I like this. Look, in my opinion, this should be where you do your portfolio. And then the only thing I would do is I would probably I'd do something where it doesn't take that long to get to your projects. I scroll down a little too far to get down there, but I much rather I think that the Notion is much better for hosting. it. So I would do that. All right. So one thing I wanted to do, so while we're looking at your portfolio, since you told me to go to GitHub, I'm going to look at your GitHub. Let's take a look at your dashboard. So this looks like a very good, very good data set with a lot of good analysis. In terms of reviewing the project, I like that you have KPIs at the top. The only thing is, like, it just seems, in terms of dashboard design, I'm not seeing like a story here. It's still, I do like, it looks like this is probably, I do like, okay, this is good. So interesting, like the top and at the left-hand side, looks like you have your filters. Maybe if I click, it'll be different. Okay, I guess it's a bit different. Okay, well, that's not working like it should. I will say maybe just a bit more of a story with how the charts are laid out. It just kind of looks like just charts, just put on a canvas. Just in terms of this middle here. Also, remember, it is a sin to use a pie chart with this many categories. This should be a bar chart. Yeah, but other than that, I would just do some redesign in terms of the layout in this middle here. At the left side, I like, because these are supposed to be filters, and I like that you at the top. All right. Does anybody else? What do y'all think? Let's see some comments. Let's give it up for Safia. Great job overall. Great job. Any other comments? Safia, great job. You are in the 1% because you have done. You're in the 1% because you have a lot of good stuff here that most people don't. You just need some tweaks. So, okay. Anyone got some thoughts in the chat they can put? All right. Let's see. Who's next? All right. Let's see who's next. Jordan, I already gave you one. Any comments? No one had comments? No one has comments? I don't see no comments coming in. No one has comments on how Safia did? Anything that you looked at and you're like, I really need to do some changes myself. Okay, quiet in the chat. All right. I will say, you saw Safia had the Notion and how good that Notion looked. Definitely look into Notion. Okay, you do not need to be doing when it comes to low code. When it comes down to your portfolios, Notion, Canva. You don't need to be using GitHub. Please do not use GitHub. All right, we got Cassandra in the house. I don't like this, but okay, let me stay on track. Okay, so let's close these. All right, so first impression, I like the banner. I see that your email is up here. It's hard to see. So what I would do is I would make this bigger, but here's the thing, Cassie. It says data. I can tell this is data analyst. Oh, when I click, I can see it. So here's the thing. Your profile photo is blocking it. So what I would do is, I know this was done in Canva. Go back in Canva and just move this over to the middle. Also, I know this was probably a Canva. I don't know if this background was also part of the Canva, Canva, what do you call it? Template. But to me, like I said, does it amplify your brand? I know when we think, oh, it has like a chart, like data analyst, we don't need that. Remember, everyone should bookmark Hakeem's LinkedIn profile. This is a really good, really good type of example. Again, amplify your brand. You don't need this like stock images. Just do away with the stock images. Go back in Canva. Just this could be like just a black background. You can just make this whole thing a black background. I don't like that blue. Just make it white. It should just be black and white. So black background, white text, and have data analyst more so like in the middle, probably bigger. I'd actually make I'd actually bring like Cassie Johnson in this middle here, right? Big black text, data analyst, and then like your specialties here, your skill set, like data storytelling or whatever, like your three like differentiating skills should be here. So similar to kind of how like Hakeem has it, but that's what I would do for you. So, but I'm glad that you have I'm glad that you have a banner, and these are just some simple tweaks you can do today or this weekend. Okay. All right. Photo, nice photo. Now you're to the right. All you got to do is be in the middle. If you're in the middle, it'd be an A+ perfect. But it's shift to the right. So all you got to do is like just shift it to the middle and then you're good. But a good photo. Okay. Ambitious data analyst, turning complex data into strategic insights. Expert in SQL, MySQL, and Tableau, passionate about driving business growth through data-driven decisions. Let's unlock potential together. Okay, I like the energy. Now, expert, I will refrain from the word expert, especially when we are pivoting into analytics. I would refrain from expert. SQL, MySQL, just say SQL. You don't need, let's reserve this real estate for, Excel, maybe, data storytelling, something else, but you don't need to say SQL twice. Passionate about driving business growth through data-driven decisions. All right, that's good. I like the energy. I like the energy here. Okay, good. See, you got the link too. Listen, we're 2 for 2. See, most people don't have this. They gotta say, hey, you should have a link, in your, header, and people are like, how do you do that? So I'm glad that you have it. You say you didn't want a portfolio review, so I won't click on it, but I'm glad that you have it. It goes to your Tableau Public, which is also another representation of a portfolio. So I'm glad. So that's good. Okay, good. So yeah, this is good. I like it. So again, profile photo, shift it in the middle, and then do these changes, like I said, to the banner. Okay, about section. I'm glad that you got some stuff here. You see, I'm glad I can never tell this. I'm a dedicated data analyst with a rich background, customer service and management, bringing over 13 years of diverse experience to the table. I like you're leading with experience. I like that. So you see the shift, a stark difference from Safia's first one, how he kind of led like he was entry level, like he didn't have experience, but this is good. So I like this. Nice. Now we say diverse experience. Okay, that's fine. All right. Good. Okay, I'm glad that you have activity here. That's good. You're a real person. As we know, there's a lot of bots on LinkedIn. And okay, your experience. Okay, okay, you got bullet points. You got quantifiable impacts here. We can have some more numbers, right? I see 15% and then 70%. We can have some more numbers. Also, you probably don't need that many. I'd say in your most recent, okay, looks like you've had multiple. I'd say you can slim down the bullets, probably I'd say 3 to 5. 3 to 5. 3 to 5 of your best bullets. If you want, since you've had, quite a bit of experience there, you can have like a sentence, like a overview sentence, and then like your 3 to 5 bullets. But I like that you have the bullets here and it's organized, but we can cut this down to like 3 to 5 for each. Okay, good. So if you have a job here, it should always have a description. So we can't have these looking good, these good to go, and then this is like bare. Like we don't want that. So and then like I said, and then this is so like this is like we don't want this. We want it to let's make everything uniform. So let's have bullets here too. All right, got our education there, got our certificates there, skills. Okay, so here, okay, so I'm not sure what the max skills are anymore. It looks like we could do over 100. So okay, so now I can clearly see we only see the top 2 skills. So we need to make sure it speaks analytics. So I see written communication, MySQL. SQL's fine. Written communication, definitely want to use that for, could be Tableau, data storytelling, but definitely replace this with, all you got to do is go to your, some people don't know how to, but if you go to your skill section, the edit, and then here it is. So you click the 3 dots and it has reorder, and then you just hit reorder, and then it just saves, and then you just X. So make sure you just reorder. And every time you add a skill, it adds it to the top and it messes up the order. So you'll have to always edit the order. So I would just make sure this top skill is something data analytics related. But otherwise, good to go. I really like it. Good. Listen, we are off to a really good start. What do y'all think? What do y'all think so far? I mean, this is a really good start. This is some good profiles I'm seeing. Really good start. Any thoughts? Any thoughts in the chat? What are we thinking in the chat? What are we thinking? What are we thinking in the chat? All right. Okay. No thoughts? I'm not saying no. Y'all must be quiet and taking notes. I don't see no comments. All right. Let's go to the next portfolio. Let's go to a portfolio. All right. This is a portfolio here. Okay. I like this. So does he use GitHub Pages? So with GitHub Pages, it'll say .github, but it doesn't look like a GitHub repo. So on the back end of using GitHub Pages, it's set up with GitHub. It's set up with a GitHub repo, but the front end is like a website. So this is great. It takes a bit more to learn how to do it, but this is better, or this is more preferred than just sending people to a GitHub repo. So good job. I like this easy scrolling. Now I will say again, no one's going to look at all of them. Pretty much going to have time to just look at the first one. Now I will say, rather than these stock images, and I think the first portfolio I had stock images too. Just put the dashboard. Just put a photo of some sort of visual. So if you had a dashboard, just make this the dashboard as far as the photo. If it's like a nice chart in your EDA, just make that. But instead of the stocks photo, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. One thing I will say on this left side, it would be nice if there were some links to your LinkedIn and your resume. I'd much rather that than, what does this go? Yeah, I don't want to, what is it? I don't like that. It's taking me to your GitHub. Yeah, you should have links to your LinkedIn and a link to your resume that someone can download. And also your email. So I'll say that. So let's look at the first one. Okay. All right. Again, like for Safia, I say you should start with the dashboard. We don't want to make our portfolio write-ups as if people have all this time. This is a lot of text. Okay, good. All right. All right. Where's the dash? All right. This is good. All right. This is nice. Okay. So here's a dashboard. I would just, again, I would move this up higher. All right. This is a lot of text here. A lot of text. A lot of text. Okay, I'm glad that you took time to do the write up, but you don't got to do all this text. But I appreciate the text. But I will say, yeah, just put the dashboard higher. This looks good. Just put it higher. I'm assuming there's no way I can interact with the dashboard. It would be nice if I could do that. But otherwise, nice. But yeah, it would be nice if I could interact with it. But yeah, put this higher because this is a lot of text to go through to even see it. But okay, good. This is good. This is good. Good. All right. What? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? What y'all think? What y'all think of this is good. So again, no one's going to look at all of them. So you should have your first. So this, I'm assuming this payroll dashboard project is your best project. Like you should have your best projects at the top because no one's gonna have time to look at all of these. So, okay, yeah. So, just for giggles, I'm gonna look at this because this is Tableau, and I want to see your Tableau. So I like the write up. I really like this write up more than the other one because the pictures are bigger. Like the other one, the pictures are like really small when I scroll through. We can go back and see. Because I want to make sure that first write up you have is your best. So fine. And then, I don't know, these are just super small. I don't know, like this just looks better. Bigger pictures, more pictures. Where is the dashboard? Wait, where's the dashboard? Where's the dashboard at? I don't see the dashboard. Unless one of these is a dashboard. So you told me there's a dashboard, but I don't see the dashboard. But yeah, just like before, definitely just make if there is a dashboard, it would be nice to see it here. Because it's Tableau, I should be seeing it through a Tableau. I should be able to click on it to a Tableau public link. I don't see that, so that's something I feel like is missing. Did I miss it here? So you got, yeah, I'd like to, I wish I could see the dashboard. That's why I clicked on here. Okay, I like this write up, the look of it better than the other one. Though, less text though. If we can just kind of reduce the text, and it shouldn't take me very long to get to the dashboard. But otherwise, it's really good. We got some. This is some good stuff so far, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I am heavily impressed. Heavily impressed. What do y'all think? I'm impressed. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Brandon. This is good. Portfolios on websites do look better than the repos. It took me a while to navigate through GitHub. It's not really user friendly, exactly, because GitHub repos are not meant to be used as portfolios. So that is correct. And listen, if it's not user friendly, imagine sending that to a recruiter or a hiring manager that doesn't even really know GitHub. So like if it's not user friendly, easy for you to navigate. Like imagine, like you want your portfolio to be simple. You want it to be easy to see your value and your skill set. So, and unorganized GitHub repos are awful to do that with. So, but listen, this is a good start. Let's see. What do y'all want to see next? Y'all, do we want to see a LinkedIn or do we want to see portfolio? Do we want to go back to a LinkedIn review? What do we want to see? LinkedIn or portfolio review? All right. All right, LinkedIn. Yeah, Donnelly. Prior to 2021, GitHub was suggested as a way to showcase our programming knowledge. Programming, so code, right? Code, that's different, right? GitHub, that's great for code, but we're talking about portfolios. Not really. Not really. All right, let's get to LinkedIn. Okay. All right, so generic. Yes, it is related to, technology, but it doesn't amplify your brand, who you are, right? So simple: name, target role, 3 skills that you're good at. Again, that's simple. You can do that simply in Canva with a banner. Okay, so automatically, I don't like the profile photo. Like it should be, you should have your photo. It should be a photo of you. It should not be, it shouldn't be, this image here. If you like, imagine if I'm a recruiter or hiring manager looking and I'm seeing this, I'm not hiring you like at all. Like at all. People want to see your face. People hire people. People want to see your face. So change this to your face. Data analyst, skilled in SQL, Excel, Tableau, Python, Google Data Analytics certified. Okay, if anyone's seen my one of my previous videos, listen, don't nobody care about this. Nobody cares. This isn't like a real thing. Yes, you can have listen, if you have the Google certificate, definitely have it on your certificate section. But don't be leading with this. Nobody cares. Right. Okay, I do like that you have a portfolio link here. And you did say you want to get your portfolio checked, so we will check it. We'll check it. No. So about sections, your about section, this should be your elevator pitch. And this is not good. This is not enough. So this needs heavy work. So everyone should have an elevator pitch. You should be ready. Everyone should be ready on the go at any second to, in about 20-second time, talk about, say, their elevator pitch, a concise of, their value and their positioning statement, etc. So this needs work. I'm glad. I like that you have activity. So you're a real. Are you a real person? I don't know, because you don't have a photo. So, I don't know, but you're someone with activity, which is good, but you don't have a photo. So I don't even know if you're a bot or not. We don't know. Self-employed. So this is fine, but like bullets. So you want to have like, what have you done as an electronics specialist? Like bullets. It is unsatisfactory to have, an experience and no description. Like, end that today. No one, if you have something there in your experience and there's no description, I mean, did you do nothing there? So you should have a description there or remove it. But you did that for 10 years, so you should have a description. Always have a description there. Okay. Skills. So again, the top 2, we only have top 2 statistic and databases. Okay, that's related. Okay, good. All right. All right, so you wanted your portfolio checked. Is this the same portfolio? It is. Okay. Hello. Nice and simple. I like this. Nice and simple. And I like that you have your, again, you gotta have your photo here. Come on. Put your photo here. But I like that you have, no, these are not, no. You gotta fix these links. I was about to say, oh, hey, I like that you have links to like your LinkedIn, but this is the Wix ones. So you gotta update these. So it's actually going to your pages and not Wix's pages. All right, projects. I like this. This is nice. Let me click on here. No. We started off good. No. Okay, so y'all, this is why. Okay, so one, I gotta click on this, which is not very intuitive or obvious. Like I just happen to click on it, but it's not like if I'm just clicking, I would think I could just click on this and get to it, but I can't. So I gotta click on that. So I don't like that. So this is a no. This is why we don't use GitHub for our portfolio. So okay, so you had the nice, exterior with that Wix website. It should go to another page on the Wix website. So just like, for example, just like you have this about me, there should be a page that you should have a page in Wix that so it stays on Wix. So you can do your write-up on Wix. This is a no-go. I don't like this is a no-go. So like these just links. I'm not gonna like this is a no-go here. For Power BI, I can tell this is a Power BI thing. Everyone, so okay, so I'm assuming these Power BI files are your portfolio, but I shouldn't have to download anything to see it. I shouldn't have to download anything to see your work. So if I got to download it, that's a problem. So again, that's why if you're a Power BI person, again, just like one of the ones that we saw earlier, if you just have a screenshot in the write-up of Power BI, that's fine. And I think there's Navi Pro. I'm not sure if that's still free, but like I said, I shouldn't have to download to see your work. So, all right. So again, we got to get the back end better for these. So you got to set it up so your write-ups are better than that. But that's not good. All right. Okay. All right. What do y'all think? I don't like having my photo on my LinkedIn page either. I have an image instead. Oh, LJ. Okay. Did you submit? Let's go see yours then. No, that's unsat. No, that's unsat, man. That is unsat. What are y'all thinking? Listen, you guys can't be. Listen, nobody better have no image, no generic image on their LinkedIn's. That is unsat. Absolutely unsat. Like, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Everyone needs to have a photo of themselves. Listen, imagine, okay? I think of it like this. If someone knocked on y'all's door right now and they were wearing like a mask and you couldn't see their face, are you going to open the door? Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to open the door. If you're going to open the door, if someone knocked on your door right now, you were not expecting nobody, and they had a mask, black mask, you couldn't tell who they are. Are you going to open the door? I don't see it. Exactly. So you should have your photo. You should have your photo. Okay. All right. Right. All right. All right, LJ. Listen, we'll be back next week, so you better. We're gonna see it. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see it. All right. Next up, we got Donnelly in the house. Donnelly, come on, man. Come on. It depends on the mask. Oh, it doesn't depend on the mask. A flower mask. Oh, no. Okay. All right, Donnelly. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Your banner needs to amplify the brand, your name, data analyst. I see your email, SQL, Python. Perfect. I will say if you want, if there's certain things, kind of beyond or more differentiated than the skills, like it's like for me, I like data storytelling, process improvement, stuff like that. If it's something more differentiated. So these are tools. Are there like other skills, maybe like softer skills? I would, add like a little section of that. Maybe on the bottom here, you have a lot of real estate you can work with. So I'd add those like more softer skills. These are tools, so tools are nice, but add those like kind of like softer differentiators. Okay, I love the photo. Photo's good. in the middle, smiling, and I like the background. I will say you might as well, since I know you did this in Canva. If you did that in Canva too, make the just make the color scheme the same. So like if you want to stick with purple, go on a Canva and just make this the same purple. All right, data analyst, business analyst, veteran, executing strategical decisions with data through SQL, Python, Excel, Tableau. All right. Donnelly's project portfolio. Nice. Okay, everyone's had a link here. This is good. This is good. Okay. All right. You got stuff here for your about me. This is good. You know, one thing, I don't like data enthusiasts for some reason. For some reason, I don't like data enthusiasts. I feel like we're professionals here. When I think of like enthusiast, I'm thinking of something that we do like as a hobby or something that we do like we're not getting paid for it. Like for me, I love true crime. I love like good food. So like, people say like they're a foodie, they're like a true crime enthusiast or something like that. I don't get paid to like those things. I don't get paid to consume that content. So I don't like. Let's say I hate enthusiasts for it. I don't like data enthusiasts when we're like professionals trying to get paid. So, but that's just me. Maybe that's just a thing. But I would just say data analyst, right? Data analyst. I would just say I wouldn't wait to say currently seeking roles. I wouldn't even like it says you're currently seeking roles up here and you're open to work. You don't need to say it again here. We already know from the top. So you can take that out and then add in, you should definitely lead in that you're a data analyst. It should be one of the first things you say. You definitely have a lot of experience in a lot of different kind of niches there. I would maybe make it a bit more concise. But other than that, I like that you got a lot of good stuff to work with there. I do like that you have activity here. So again, versus the last person that we looked at, I don't even know if that's a real person or not. But I know Donnelly's real because he has activity, he has a photo. So that's good. Tax analyst, this is good. Okay, so at minimum, right? At minimum, the bullets in our experience to just be just paste whatever's in your resume, and then from there, I'd like to say that want to see more. Everything should have a quantifiable like impact. Every sentence should have quantifiable impact. Ooh, $1.67 million. That's the first thing I saw. I like that. Okay, nice. Okay, I like that. Again, if we don't want to put deli, we can remove it. If we have nothing to say, we can remove that. You can probably remove that, Donnelly. To be honest, I'd remove that. You don't really need the deli clerk there. I'd remove that. All right, we got our certifications. We got our projects, skills. So here is we again. So as we see, we only see 2. And I see only 57 skills. I don't know what the max is. I saw one person had at least 100 though. So max out the skills. And the first 2 should speak data analyst. Customer experience and customer service, no. So again, whenever you add skills, like anytime you add a new skill, it changes the order. It'll like go on top. So, SQL's down here, Python's down here, and these ones you actually have endorsements. So you got to put those to the top. The top skills should be, all right. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, that's good. And you also wanted a portfolio review. So let's look at the portfolio review. Okay. Okay, so I just like I said, I know Maven's super easy to use, but I just feel like you should have your own website only because it should only be focused on you. And Maven has, as they should, I just see other links that I could just be looking at. I just see other things I could be looking at. This is why I tell people, like, I understand the idea, and I do like that they did this, but at the same time, your portfolio should just be focused on you. I would just prefer to, again, get your own website. Let me get this out of here. Okay, I like that. I wish, why does it have to be this small? Why is it so small? I wish your photo was bigger. Tax analyst. All right, nice, nice. All right, good there. Is there no way to have like links to like your LinkedIn and your resume? That would be nice. Okay, I'm going to click on the first one because that's all you know. All right, LA crimes. Okay, nice, 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 nice. All right. Um, is there a way to look at this on? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, LA crimes. Okay. I think what I would do, these filters, is there a way to look at this on Tableau Public or no? I guess not. Oh, okay, I get it right up here. It'd be nice to see on Tableau Public. Okay, I would say it would be nice. I would say probably be good since you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 filters. I would just go ahead and make a filter pane on the side, whether on the right side or the left side. There's just so many. And then KPIs, so you have more space for the KPIs. And then I'm not sure if you need both of these. Like, is this the title, or is this supposed to be the title? So whatever the title is, I put it more or if this is supposed to, okay, I don't know what this was, but I would say I would move this to the filter things like to the right, so this can have more breathing room. Maybe there could be actually other KPIs you could have that have more space. Okay. Yeah, other than that, I like it. It's all right. So if these are arrests and crimes, like it's definitely expected that there's going to be arrests. Or wait, no arrests? Wait, what's going on here? Huh. You're telling me this is a crime trend and majority of the data set is no arrest? Wow. Is okay. All right. Well, never mind then. But okay, that's my thing there. But other than that, okay, good to go. But yeah, I would just recommend having like your own website, so it's all on you. And then also it'd be nice that I can like go to your LinkedIn. I hope that's available. That should be available. Should be able to go to your LinkedIn. Okay, any thoughts? Any thoughts? What do y'all think? Any thoughts? Yeah, oh, we're about at time. Okay, we're about at time. We will be back next week for the rest or the more. This could be a weekly thing. Listen, if you guys want this to be a weekly thing, put a 1 in the chat, and I'll make this a recurring every Friday night. We meet up for some LinkedIn portfolio reviews. Put a 1 in the chat if that's what y'all want. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if we want this to be weekly, because I do have a lot more to go through, and I feel like it's a good learning lesson for us all. Okay, 1s. All right, let's get some more 1s. No one else wants any more 1s in the chat? Yes. All right. Okay. All right. Listen, YouTube. Yeah, good. We got good showing on YouTube. Nice showing on YouTube. All right. Nice. Okay. All right. Got some more 1s coming in. Okay. All right, we'll definitely be back. All right. Oh, quick public service announcement. Quick public service announcement before we go. Listen, who here likes SQL, and who here wants some free training in SQL? Let me see. If you want some free training in SQL, let me know. We have a special treat. And next month, I will be hosting a 4-hour live SQL session. We're going to start from the ground up. Let me paste this in the chat. This is free. It's going to be live. Paste this. Pin. Yeah. So this is going to be on June 27th. Listen, 133 spots remaining. There was like, there's at least 100 more at first. So yeah, definitely get there before it runs out, right? It's May 30th. It's definitely going to start running out soon. So sign up, be there or be square. And let's have a 4-hour SQL party. We're going to start from the basics. So if you've never, all you have to do is just make sure you have PostgreSQL installed. Just bring PostgreSQL installed. I'll have the data for you. But yeah, so that's just a little heads up. So yeah, if you want to get some free SQL session, 4 hours, round up, be there, be square. Not next week, but in a couple weeks, we will be back with Emily and Pedro, our favorite tech recruiters and career coaches, and we will be doing they will be showing us how to use like AI to power our job search. So how to use like GPT and things like that for, cool stuff to help us in our job search. So does the industry have a preference between MySQL and PostSQL? I would say no. There's no preference. There's no industry preference. Any other general questions before we sign off? Okay. Listen, great showing. Glad that we were all here to meet on a Friday night, and I'll see you next Friday. I'm gonna start making this recurring. So, again, make sure if you guys want to be reviewed at some point, submit. LJ, definitely submit. So I can actually, by the time you submit, I hope, I'll put the link back. I had the link before. Let me see if I can. Wait, who said that? That was in LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is different. The link is in the LinkedIn comments somewhere. I can't pin on LinkedIn, but I can pin on YouTube. So, but the link is in the LinkedIn thing there. I can show it there. I think I can. Let's see if I can pin it on YouTube again. I'll make sure it's on the. It might be. I'll make sure it's on the. I'm not sure if it's in the description. It's definitely going to be on the description. It's definitely in the description for the YouTube video, though. Like right now, if you go to, right now, if you go over to the YouTube channel or go over to the YouTube one, it's there. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard to really get that done on LinkedIn. Do you have an email address? I mean, we all have email addresses, but if you want to get into or if you want to work with me, I'll leave that. If you want to work with me, that is, you can learn more. The SQL training. Oh, Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't post it on. My bad there. Okay, let me post the SQL training on LinkedIn. Whoops. Nope, it did not do the whole thing. 1 second. Crap. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Now it's posted. Yeah, if you want to work with me, I'm going to post the link to if you're ever interested in working with me. I'm going to post the link in the chat. So I just posted a link if you ever want to work with me there. Okay. All right. If there's nothing else, I'll see y'all next Friday. Bye-bye. Silly me, I did not end the stream. All right, now I'm ending the stream. Goodbye.